In 2019, KTBS expanded the July 4th Independence Day Festival from 1 day to 7 weeks, calling it the Freedom Fest Series. From the middle of May to July 4th, KTBS coordinated, produced, and covered multiple patriotic events for the public. Each event had a news and sales focus, with the primary goal of celebrating God and country and honoring the men and women who serve every day. We kicked off the Freedom Fest series with live streaming and live TV coverage of the Barksdale Air Force Base Defenders of Liberty's Air and Space Show, a 2-day event where the public's invited on base to see the planes and equipment our military use. KTBS provided a live feed so those who couldn't make the event could still enjoy the show. The next weekend, it was Carry the Load, a fundraiser event started by a Navy SEAL to remember those who died in battle. A West Coast team and an East Coast team started walking, carrying the American flag across the country. Every 5 miles, they passed the flag to another walker. The National Carry the Load organization culminates in Dallas Memorial Day weekend, with stops in cities along the way. One of those stops was in Shreveport. Our opening ceremony was outside the Overton Brooks VA Hospital, where members from each branch of the military posted the flag representing that branch of service. Our live coverage of the event started on our 4 p.m. newscast on KPXJ CW21. As we started walking, carrying the American flag, we were live again during our 5 p.m. newscast. We passed the American Eagle Monument on Clyde Fan Parkway and walked to the Navy SEALs Monument at Riverview Park, honoring 2 Shreveport Navy SEALs killed in action. The father of one of those SEALs who died spoke about his son. It was an emotional tribute. The following weekend, we started our Freedom Fest Fridays at East Bank events. The 5 Friday nights between Memorial Day and July 4th, KTBS celebrated our country at Bossier City's new East Bank Plaza. Each Friday, we opened with prayer, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem. We had different entertainers perform with a different genre each night. It was a free event building up to July 4th. KTBS brought in several national acts to perform, and each week, the crowds just got bigger. During those 5 weeks, we had 2 other Freedom Fest events as well. A Flag Day giveaway promotion, where sponsored businesses gave away American flags to those who came to their business. Some of the flags were the kind to fly from your house, others, the small handheld flags to wave July 4th. A promotional spot aired, letting people know where to pick up the flag. We also had a color run, which benefited the Warrior Network. This run from Walker Park to the World War II Veterans Home and back to the park, money raised went to help local airmen. The walkers and runners were sprayed with red, white, and blue powder, creating the color run. All of these events were building up to the 11th annual July 4th event, called Freedom Fest Finale. KTBS has put this event on for our area, complete with food, entertainment, and fireworks. It was a fun, free day of activities, including a kiddie area inside Cyport Discovery Center. Free life jacket giveaways for children, youth, and teens, food vendors, and a lot more. The morning started off with a naturalization ceremony live for the first time. It was an emotional time for all involved. It was the first time TV cameras were allowed in the courtroom. History was made, and we welcomed new citizens. KTBS provided a celebration party for them and their family members. Later that afternoon, the Brookshire Steak Cook-Off brought grillers from all over the area, and they gave free steak and sausage samples to the public. Barksdale Air Force Base provided a pilot in B-52 for the B-52 flyover, and parachutists fell from the sky carrying the American flag. Multiple musical acts led up to the headliner, David Lee Murphy, and the night ended with a 22-minute fireworks display. This year, 12-inch shells were used so the fireworks could be seen for miles. The Freedom Fest series was an opportunity to recognize our freedom, honor those who currently serve, and remember those who died protecting us. KTBS says, God bless America.